Hello and welcome. This is my video of, in my opinion, my top knives of 2013. Hopefully I've brought this video out in the new year, or just before the new year. That would be really cool. There's a lot of air traffic today. There's been planes, which that is. There's been helicopters, fighter jets, you name it. But anyway, I wandered off. This is what you're here for. My Super Saiyan's top knives of 2013. I think one of them I may have got 2012, but it was very close to 2013. No, I got all of them this... No, yeah, I got all of them this year, sorry. So, these are my top ones. And there are 6 of them. In no particular order whatsoever. I'm just going to throw them out there. One of my top, because everybody's doing their top 5 games, top 10 games, all this jazz. This knife channel is this channel is mainly a knife channel and a gear review channel. So if I didn't have a top 5 knives or top whatever knives, then there would be something going wrong. So this is one of my top knives for 2013. Please put it in the comments on my Facebook or Twitter, obviously, or send me private messages. It's up to you. I think I can still get them, or YouTube private messages, personal messages. If you agree, disagree, what yours are, I'd love to hear it. This is the first one. This is a CRKT Columbia River Knife and Tool Swindle. Now, I really like this knife because I thought it's a very, very good Ken Onion knife. He is a top bloke anyway, he really is. He designs some incredible pieces. I thought this was a very good, strong design from him. It does have its roots with the leak, which everybody knows is a very, very strong design, very well tested design. It's just an excellent knife, very useful, got a nice point to it, and this is kind of like a continuation of it. They're very similar. I'll just do a quick comparison, check out the reviews of each and whatnot. Actually, I might do a versus video. What a great idea, I've just now thought of that. Anyway, so they're similar, if you can see. They're similar, both his designs. One Kershaw, one CRKT. And the leak must be doing well for Kershaw, because you know when a knife's doing well when they send out or create so many colours and materials and things. We bring it out in so many different options. You know that knife is obviously selling well, because they wouldn't do that with every knife. But anyway, this is a Swindle. Top features was the IKBS ball bearing system there. Basically got ball bearings around the pivot, which means it's silky smooth. There's no spring in there. This is all just the action of me pushing down. It's that fast. It's fast because of the ball bearings in there. It's a very nice knife. Pocket clip, bit dodgy. Don't know why they did that. Obviously for the aesthetics, I would have thought. Frame lock's good. Jim pin in both the places is quite good and functional. There's a bit thin on there. Choke up at your risk, but yeah, it's a nicely designed knife, very useful, nice point. Would have liked it to be a complete flat grind instead of this sabre kind of grind, but anyway, that's that. One of my top knives of 2013. Good design, good execution, good ball bearing system. Another one would be a Spyderco. It's Wayne Goddard. I got the 3 sprint runs this year. Didn't get the 4th one, and that was a fixed blade, and that was way outside my budget. I'm not willing to spend that kind of money on a 4-inch or 3-inch fixed blade knife. That's just way out. You got to remember, guys, that my knives here are so much more. Like the 4th one, the fixed blade, Whoa, okay then, that's a bit scary. I do apologise, a cat just jumped through my window. Gave me quite a shock. I'll continue. Yeah, you got to remember that that knife was about £270 odd, which is equivalent to about, what, $400 something or $500. Yeah, I'm not, you know, not willing to spend that kind of money. Knives here in the UK are so much more expensive than America. Most of them are. So yeah, I'm not willing to do that. But anyway, that's about that. So I got the other three, and this, in my opinion, was the best, just because it was the most kind of useful and most and the one that I carry on me often. Very lightweight, very nice blade shape, good VG10. It's just a really nice design. Mr. Goddard, you need to be proud of this for the rest of your life, because it is a really, really nice knife. It's quite simple. It's got a very big, useful handle. No jimping, but that's fine. You can get over that. You can't choke up on it. Another negative point, but it's very useful, and you know, it's a good user, good workhorse. Strong backlock as well. Yeah, it's pin construction, but it's very decent. So that's one of my other top knife of 2013. Yeah. So yeah, back to the Goddard. Very nice knife. Wasn't too expensive, within my budget. One of my top knives. Another knife have to be this CRKT Otonashino Ken. I think it's an incredible knife, quite underrated, very sharp. It's got such good point on there. It's got good penetration power. It's coated. The steel's all right. Frame lock's nice and decent. There's no real need why you need that lock for liner lock. I mean, it just gets in your way a lot of the time, and if it's meant for like one of these kind of operative knife kind of things, would they really be faffing about with this? Surely they'd just take a fixed blade knife. But I understand why, you know, its use. I understand that it's a low profile, neutral handle shape, and it can be, you know, you can deploy it, lock it, and then it is essentially a fixed blade. I mean, essentially. So I understand that, and I understand, you know, if you had a fixed blade, you need to have some kind of sheath, and that just adds to the bulk. Whereas this is, so I understand the reasons why Mr. Williams, you know, designed this and created it for them, and it is a very nice knife. It's in my top knives for this year. But you'd be surprised. It's a very, very decent knife. But there we go. Another Spyderco, one of my favourites for the year. I just wish they'd brought them out in different colours. Sal, if you're listening, the UK PK with a full flat grind. It's a very, very nice knife. I'm pleased that they did a full flat grind. Maybe the sabre grinds weren't selling as well, but where was I? Ah, yes. Well, this UK PK. I'm pleased that they did it in the flat grind, because it's very, very. It's just one of the best valued knives you can get, with a very good blade steel, made in America as well, which is always a bonus. Made in the factory where Spyderco kind of originate from. So yeah, it's so comfortable. You'll be hard pushed to get a better knife that's legal to carry in the UK. Carry it every day, all day, every day. Never any issues. So lightweight. It's not that expensive. It's super sharp, and it's super comfortable. Negative points? There aren't really any. There are optional things that they could do. Have a different blade steel, have a different handle scale, change the colours of the handle scale. I mean, they brought out plenty nice colours for the last ones they did. So that's why nobody's surprised when they brought out the UK PK Titanium in the UK with the S30V, that I snapped one up immediately. Yes, it was nearly £200, but there is a thirst for it. There is a need for this knife in more handle scales, colours, blade steels, as much, I would say, as Paramilitary 2. That was a preview there, but it was just at hand. So yes, the UK PK, I'd say it's my overall 2013 knife of the year, but it's definitely in my group for this year. I just wish that Sal would have made it in different colours, you know, nation colours, for the nations that can obviously carry it legally. Anyway, so that's one of the UK PK. Another knife of the year is this Pole Force. Absolutely love this thing. This is my go-to knife. Yes, it's heavy, but it's strong. German made, it's strong, it's useful, it won't let you down whatsoever. You know, yeah, there's a bit of weight to it, but it's D2 tool steel. This will go through anything. It's my go-to knife. If there's a job that I want to do with a knife and I'm thinking, will I damage the knife? Will the knife actually perform its task? And I'm not 100% sure it will. Just get this. That's what I do. Just reach for this and then it will perform the task. It's never let me down. It's an incredible knife. You may want to get the smaller one. I don't know. I think this is the Alpha. The Bravo is the slightly smaller one, which is in line with these knives. But this is an absolute tank of a knife. It's one of my best. So that's a knife for 2013. I was very surprised with that, and I'll definitely be buying another one when I get some more of the monies. And then finally, another knife for 2013. The Henny Haynes were out of stock for ages for this, but I managed to get one eventually. And this is the UK PK, not the UK PK, the Paramilitary 2. It's a very, very nice knife. You can probably see that I've used it an awful lot. Bit of discoloration on the DLC. But it's never chipped off or anything. It's like the UK PK in terms of the comfort, but just locking, really. I mean, they do look quite similar. I wouldn't say it's as comfortable, but you're splitting hairs there because it's very, very comfortable. Quite lightweight. It's got this lovely compression lock on the back. Very quick to deploy. It's, in my opinion, it's still probably the world's best EDC / tactical kind of knife. It really does stand out as the best, and I'm so pleased that they changed the Para 1 and upgraded it as quickly as they did, because otherwise I wouldn't be saying this about the Paramilitary 2, but giving you two options to grip, the bigger thumb hole, the compression lock, it is just incredible. So that's another knife for 2013, and that's all of my knives. That's my top knives for 2013. There's a lot of black there, but hey, most knives are black or G10 or anything like that. But I hope that's a nice selection for you. Hope you agree. Is there another knife that you've bought this year? Not necessarily a knife that was released this year. I mean, out of those, it's only those two, I believe, that were maybe the Otanashi. So maybe it was those, 4. But still, maybe it's a knife that was released 10 years ago and you've just bought one this year. Put it in all the comments on the other websites. But I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope you agree somewhat. I hope you've enjoyed it. And thanks ever so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Take care.